Tonight at 10, crews are trying to figure out what caused a train to derail in Dodge County. The latest in that investigation. Plus, a fire district in Rock County is in need of help as it struggles to stay funded and staffed. And we'll take a look back at the history of our national anthem and what inspired it. It's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. First responders like firefighters do their best to make sure we never have to worry about them. But the chief of the Orfordville Fire District in Rock County says rural agencies like his are struggling with staffing and funding, and it's time people pay attention. Arman Rahman reports.
When firefighters leave the Orfordville Fire District, they're prepared to face flames, collapsing buildings, and plenty of other hazardous situations. But now they're about to stare down an emergency that they're struggling to plan for: a municipality leaving their fire district.
We're not usually the ones to ask for help. We're the ones to be the helpers.
The Orfordville Fire District serves the village of Orfordville and 4 towns: Avon, Spring Valley, Plymouth, and the largest, Newark. So Chief Ryan Perkins says it was a big blow when Newark...
They've given us a verbal indication that they're going to leave the district in January of 2024.
Along with the town would go a third of the fire district's tax revenue, which Perkins now has to figure out how to make up.
Right now, we're looking at different staffing options, mostly part-time, maybe 1 full-time person, and seeing how we can manipulate those numbers to work. We'd like to have 3 people staffed here a day. That would be the goal.
Those 3 would likely be part-time, which costs money. Currently, Chief Perkins says he has about 40 paid on-call and part-time staff. And just like at other rural departments, fewer people want to volunteer.
Fire districts in Wisconsin really don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to funding or anything like that. So it's very difficult for fire districts to move forward.
Which is why he says it's up to residents in fire districts to tell their local leaders whether they want a full-time or volunteer part-time fire department and push for funding.
I don't think the district is going to shut down. I don't think that's an option.
But in the meantime, he says they'll keep working to ensure his district doesn't notice the struggle.
We're not just going to give up and roll over. We're going to keep moving forward with some sort of plan to provide service.
In Orfordville, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Chief Perkins says the shared revenue bill Governor Evers signed into law last month will help municipalities fill some of the gaps, but he says it doesn't go far enough for public safety. Scattered storms possible tonight. Meteorologist Jacob Montesano now with our first warn forecast. Jacob.
Hey, Eric, we are seeing most of our area is pretty clear right now. We did see a few showers and storms earlier, but I want to start. Let's take a look outside at Edgewater. Now, earlier there were a few fireworks going off in the camera, but of course, now that we're on air, there aren't any at the moment. I can hear a lot right now. I'm not sure. Oh, there's one. I'm not sure if you can hear it through my microphone, but there is quite a bit going on out here. Now, temperatures are very comfortable, 80 degrees, partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. And for the most part, the next several hours are going to be very nice. Continue to enjoy the weather outside. We do have a small chance of some showers and storms later in the night, especially up north, but it looks like most of it will be well after midnight. So enjoy the fireworks. Not going to see a lot of impacts with the weather. Now, if we take a look at the current temperatures, 80 right now in Madison, a lot of places in the 70s. As I mentioned, very nice right now, but it was pretty hot earlier. Not only was it hot, but it was also humid. So some of the heat indices were actually up in the mid to upper 90s. I'm not sure if the heat indices ever got to 100 for any portion of our area, but I'm sure it got pretty close. So although we were hot earlier, it's a lot better right now. Looking at the overnight forecast, we'll see low temperatures right around 70 degrees, so it's going to remain very mild overnight. Variable cloudiness, slight chance of rain, although like I mentioned, most of our area will be pretty clear, especially for the next several hours during the fireworks. If you want to continue to blow off the fireworks, you don't have to worry about rainfall for the next several hours. But we are going to see some rainfall tomorrow, and some parts of our area could actually see some severe weather. I'll talk more in detail about this coming up a bit later in the show.
All right, Jacob, thank you. New tonight, Highway G near Reeseville is now back open. This is in Dodge County after nearly 30 train cars derailed from a track outside Reeseville. That's about 45 miles northeast of Madison. Take a look. The incident happened just before 2 this afternoon. Investigators are still trying to determine what caused the derailment, but say no one was injured and there's no threat to the public. They also say the train was not carrying any hazardous materials.
We don't have any dangerous chemicals that are on these at all. So it really is, when you think of train derailments, we've got a blessing here today, and that everything is minimal other than a lot of property damage.
The public is still being asked to avoid the area at this time. New at 10, one person is dead, 3 people injured after a motorcycle crash in Sauk County. Deputies were called to the U.S. Highway 12 at County Road Z intersection around 2 this afternoon. Investigators say a vehicle turned into the path of 2 motorcycles, causing that collision. One of the motorcyclists died at the scene. The other was hospitalized with serious injuries. 2 occupants of the vehicle were also hospitalized as a precaution. Walworth County officials continue to search for a man who hasn't been seen now in over a week. That would be 22-year-old Raynor Steno, last seen at his home in Geneva, June 23rd. His family is concerned. They told officials he has suffered from paranoia in the past and has not been taking his medication. It is unclear where Steno may be going or staying, but he is known to visit churches in and around Lake Geneva. Anyone who recognizes Steno is asked to call the Town of Geneva Police, the number there on your screen. In Minnesota, officials are searching for 3 people who went missing near the Mississippi River. The 3 were swimming where the Vermilion River enters the Mississippi. Officials say they started struggling. A man fishing along the shore dove in to save them, brought 1 woman to shore. The man dove back in after the other 2, but neither of them came back up. Crews are looking for 2 adult men and 1 juvenile female. Republican presidential hopefuls are out courting some first-in-the-nation primary voters this Independence Day, while President Biden marks July 4th from the White House. Nicole Skenga has the details.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was among the Republican presidential hopefuls working the parade routes in New Hampshire this July 4th.
We need people to stand up and fight back, and that's exactly what we're doing.
They're courting first-in-the-nation primary voters in a race that's been slow to heat up this summer. Republican strategist Leslie Sanchez told CBS Mornings this election cycle, big GOP donor money is funding candidates other than former President Donald Trump.
You have a lot more conversations behind the scenes of people waiting to see if they can really be that alternative.
Among them, former Vice President Mike Pence, who celebrated Independence Day in Iowa.
For me, it was vitally important to be here where the journey to the White House always begins.
President Biden may look to last week's Supreme Court rulings on affirmative action and student loans to shore up some key voting blocs in his coalition, including young people, LGBTQ+ voters, and Black and Hispanic Americans.
Those are going to be groups that are going to be buoyed, that are going to be more enthused to show up and to turn out in 2024 because of those decisions.
Speaking from the White House to the nation's largest teachers union meeting in Orlando, President Biden took a swipe at Republicans.
Let's stand with teachers and educators against politicians who are trying to score political points by banning books.
The president is set to host active duty military families and other events leading up to the annual fireworks display in the nation's capital. Nicole Skenga, CBS News, the White House.
Former President Donald Trump had no campaign plans this holiday, saying he was spending it with his family. An explosion at a private fireworks show killed 1 woman and injured 9 others in Michigan. Ottawa County deputies say a 43-year-old woman was unresponsive when first responders arrived. She later died at the scene. Several homes and vehicles were also damaged due to the explosion. The cause is under investigation. Today marks 1 year since a gunman opened fire during an Independence Day parade in suburban Chicago, killing some and injuring several others. This morning, residents of Highland Park, Illinois, gathered to honor the victims with a remembrance ceremony. Last year, spectators fled the parade route when a gunman opened fire about 15 minutes into the event. 7 people died. Dozens of others were wounded. Since the shooting, Illinois has passed but not fully enacted stronger gun laws. While most are excited by the beautiful colors and sounds of fireworks this time of the year, they can trigger traumatic moments for our veterans. Dan Keck is a retired veteran who served in Iraq in 2003 and 2004. He says the sudden sound of fireworks can sometimes bring back some unpleasant memories.
We heard explosions every day out over there, and so the 4th of July fireworks never really affected me, but it was the ones that I wasn't aware of happening that startles you.
Now, there are some solutions to help veterans cope with PTSD. Some veterans are turning to psychedelic therapy and using headphones to drown out the sound. But health officials say the most important thing veterans can do is ask for help. This Independence Day, we're seeing how local communities are celebrating, and that includes the Edgewater Hotel on Lake Mendota, which held its annual 4th Fest. There, attendees got to listen to live music, take part in family-friendly activities, and enjoy a water ski show from the Mad City water ski team.
We try really hard to be what we call Madison's place. We are a hotel, but we like to utilize our public space to bring the community in here. We do derby parties and we do concerts every Friday. We call them Brewgrass concerts. So we already have a standing, kind of regular community coming in here. So it's nice to have an amplified event that kind of brings a bigger crowd.
The Edgewater was also offering a 25% discount for those who stayed at the hotel yesterday and today. The Monona Community Festival kicked off its last day of celebrations today. The three-day festival took place in Winnequa Park. Today's event featured an art fair, food carts, a car show, and fun activities for all ages. Organizers say the goal is to create memories for everyone.
I came down here as a kid, enjoyed the carnival and all the rides, and we're doing that for the next generation. So it's for that next generation of kids, but it's of everyone. Everyone's coming down here to have fun and enjoy all the different activities.
Other activities included a wife-carrying contest, drag bingo, and live music. Festivities wrapped up with a fireworks show. Coming up, a look back at American history and what inspired one author to write our national anthem. This story next at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now lease an F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months, plus get $1,000 trade assist cash only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Right now, get a free footlong at Subway, like the Subway Series menu. Buy 1 footlong in the app, get 1 free. For free. That's what I'm talking about. Order in the Subway app today.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Allison Brie bears it all. It's embracing who you really are. That's why I like being naked.
If you like it, we love it. Catherine Schwarzenegger Pratt.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Oh, some beautiful shots from Blackhawk Country Club, the fireworks show in Shorewood Hills earlier tonight. The annual fireworks show, a tradition almost as old as the village itself. And today, the community also held an Independence Day parade, an art fair, a family picnic, a softball game. Residents also enjoyed live music and various food carts there at Black Hawk Country Club. Now, the flag that inspired Francis Scott Key to write the words to our national anthem is on display at the National Museum of American History in Washington. Christina Raffini shares more on the flag's legacy and how it serves as an enduring symbol of democracy.
In the murky waters of Baltimore Harbor, between the Chesapeake Bay and a decommissioned fort, a red, white, and blue buoy marks the spot.
Behind us is our Francis Scott Key buoy. What it is it is a marker for where Francis Scott Key observed the British bombarding Fort McHenry for a 24-hour period.
With the War of 1812 raging, the British had already marched on Washington and set fire to the White House when they set their sights and ammunition on the last defense of a young nation's industrial port. American Francis Scott Key was aboard a British ship at this spot in the harbor. And as the sun began to break over the water, he squinted through the smoke to see who had won.
The morning after, they raised a 30 by 42-foot American flag, and he saw that, and he wrote a poem, and that poem became the national anthem.
This is the actual flag Key saw, the Star-Spangled Banner, now housed in a climate-controlled, light-protected chamber at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History.
They know that the Star-Spangled Banner's here.
Jennifer Jones is the military history curator and part of the team tasked with preserving this OG piece of Americana.
The museum receives about 4 million visitors a year, and I think this is probably one of the things people say, oh, we have to see this.
Was it about a flag?
I think it embodies our values, and everybody's values are different, and I think that people bring their own ideals to this object, not just this flag, but any American flag.
After the war, the flag and the words it inspired became a sensation. Key's poem was quickly set to a popular and ironically British tune and soon rebranded as the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1931, it finally became America's official national anthem.
Those words were inspirational to a nation fighting to become independent and to create a more perfect union.
For more than 200 years, these tattered threads and the stanzas they inspired have meant different things to different people. Triumph and tragedy. Discovery.
They've got the flag up now.
And disappointment. Injustice. And salvation.
We hope that people come and think about what it means to them.
It's a bit of an American Rorschach test where they can...
Sure, it's the fragility. I mean, if you look at how fragile the flag is, that's really synonymous with our democracy. You know, we have to be participants. We have to be thinking about it. We have to protect it.
Well, Jacob is back now as we take a look at our complete forecast.
It's nice that the rain really kind of held off, especially during the peak firework times, but we do have the chance for some storms tomorrow, very likely for certain parts of our area, especially to the east of Dane County. Now, the good thing is that after the rainfall moves through, temperatures are also going to be a lot more comfortable with highs possibly only in the upper 70s. And then we have another round of rain possible over the weekend. So right now, very clear, very good news for tonight. Obviously, in the long run, we would like to see a bit more rain considering our drought, but for the 4th of July, hard to complain about very nice and dry conditions. As we look at the severe weather outlook for tomorrow, though, there is a marginal risk for east central and southeastern Wisconsin and a slight risk for northeastern Illinois. So the further south you go along Lake Michigan, the worse the storms will be tomorrow. So let me take you through future casts. We could continue to see some light showers, maybe some storms, especially for northern counties tonight, but the good news is that they'll occur well after midnight. Most people will be done with the firework festivities by then. But then during the afternoon tomorrow, we're going to start to see some storms fire up. up. Now, the key is where these storms fire. Right now, it does appear that the storms will start to fire up in a line from Madison to Monroe. So if the storms form to the east of to the west of Madison and move eastward, we could see some heavy rain. But if they form off to the east, Madison may unfortunately miss out on the heaviest rainfall, but pretty much everywhere east of Dane County, including down south in Janesville, expected to see a good amount of rainfall, and some of these storms could be severe. This is 4 p.m. tomorrow, so this is probably the peak time of the storms tomorrow. We could see some damaging winds and some minor hail with the storms, and the further east you go towards Milwaukee, they're expected to see a good amount of rainfall as well. And as I previously mentioned, there's going to be some more storms down south in Illinois, but most of it will be clear by the overnight hours, and then Thursday morning we're looking to be mostly dry. As far as temperatures goes, tonight we'll see lows around 70 degrees for a lot of locations, so for the most part very mild lows. We could see some scattered showers and storms up north near La Crosse, and then tomorrow much of our area expected to see those storms. Even places to the west of Dane County, you folks will still probably see some scattered showers, maybe storms, but it's not going to be as heavy as places off to the east. High temperatures will determine where the cold front moves through. So places to the east will be warmer because it'll take longer for the cold front to make its way through. But if the cold front comes through a bit later in the day, high temperatures may be up to 90 tomorrow, but if it comes early, it may be up to 80. But what is for certain is that the temperatures will be a lot cooler after the rainfall, so upper 70s for Thursday. In general, tomorrow will be warm during the morning and early afternoon, cooler in the evening. And the temperatures are going to kind of slowly warm up, not going to increase dramatically beyond the rainfall, with high temperatures right around 80 degrees for the rest of the week. And we have another chance of rain over the weekend. So in general, we do have that chance of rain tomorrow, but we are continuing to see some small chances of rain. Hopefully, we continue to see more rainfall to ease the drought conditions we've been seeing.
Still to come, the Brewers provided fireworks to force extra innings today. Could they finish off the Cubbies? Find out next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Update your bathroom with a Moen faucet that fits your style. Moen faucets give you a lifetime of beauty, reliability, and innovative features. Save on this tip-in bathroom faucet, just $79.99 after rebate. Complete your updates with Alex Plus All-Purpose Caulk. This sealant works for a wide variety of applications and is paint-ready in 30 minutes. Only $1.99 each after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Keontae Shad is the definition of perseverance. In 2015, he was Madison East's quarterback. Fast forward a few years, and he went to junior college. All of a sudden, next thing you know, he's playing on the defensive line in Minnesota and then earning all-conference honors at Oregon State. A few weeks later, the Arizona Cardinals invited him to their rookie minicamp. The adversity didn't stop there, though. Shad didn't make the team, so he went back to his roots at Madison East before getting his next shot, this time playing professionally in the USFL.
Picked up a job here at Madison East High School as the multicultural service coordinator. Did a few months there and then got an opportunity to go play in the USFL. Being a true North Sider, you know what I'm saying? A lot of adversity comes your way, but fighting through all that, that's what this journey's been.
And fight he did. Shad's 7.5 sacks were the second most in the USFL this season, leading his New Orleans Breakers to a deep playoff run. Now, Shad is back home working out and says he's receiving interest from NFL teams, but for now, he'll keep setting the example.
Not too many people make it out of here, and I try to put on a good example for the youth. I try to keep it in their minds and their ears that it's possible to do it out of here, especially out of Madison East High School, which I'm a product of, and I'm very proud to say that.
And Luke Fickell secured a massive recruit today when four-star offensive lineman Emerson Mandel joined Bucky's 2024 recruiting class. Mandel is the #1 ranked player in the state of Minnesota. Sports fans love debating one thing more than anything else. Who's the greatest athlete ever? Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls. Bill Russell's won the NBA Finals 11 times. But each 4th of July, we're reminded of who the real GOAT is. Nathan's hot dog eating contest, Joey Chestnut looking for his 16th mustard belt. He'd get it with ease, winning by eating 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes. It's Chestnut's 9th straight win, and all he had to do was devour 18,000 calories in 10 minutes. Brewers provided some fireworks to push the Cubs to extra innings today. 6-6, bottom 10. Score a run here, and it's a walk-off win. Owen Miller singles. Andrew Monasterio's looking for the gold, but Ian Happ guns down Monasterio, and Miller would be doubled up at second. So we get more free baseball. Let's head to the 11th. Cubs up 1. Crew can force one more inning here if they can get a run, but sacrifice fly would not come to fruition. There's Ian Happ again, showing off that bottle rocket arm. Cubs spoil a patriotic comeback effort, beating the Brewers 7-6. And not one, but 2 local baseball teams made SportsCenter's top 10 today. First, the Madison Mallards at 7. Michael Gupton lays out to make the circus catch. The Lards went on to win today. And at number 2, the Beloit Skycarp trailing by 1 in the 9th. And look at that. Khalil Watson steals home to tie the game. Beloit went on to win. Look at that head-first slide. We'll be right back.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free overdraft protection transfers. So when you get invited to your 3rd destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
At Lawton Cates, we provide compassion and guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side. We know how much is at stake, and we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-276-3995.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get Edge or Escape with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
A former Badgers rise to the top Thursday at 6.
Jacob's back. One final check of the forecast.
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be, we're going to see some storms tomorrow, but temperature-wise, it will start to get cooler, especially by the later portion of the day. It will start out warm with those storms rolling through. Places to the east of Madison will definitely see some heavy rain. Places to the west will probably see some rain at times, but it's not going to be quite as heavy. And then places to the east of Madison also will see possible severe weather. Now, Madison is kind of just a question mark because the storms look to form right around Dane County. But the good news is that after the rain moves through, temperatures will be a lot more comfortable for the end of the week, with another chance of rain over the weekend to begin next week.
All right, we'll keep an eye on things for you tomorrow, folks. We hope you had a great 4th of July holiday.